Hello, my lovely people. How you doing? Welcome back to Trend Talks. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Miraj. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to like and to share this video. So the Sophie Chandauka saga continues. I promised you guys that I have so much time on my hands to just unmask this woman and her lies. If there's one thing I don't play about, if there's one thing we have already established that we don't play about, is anything that has got to do with Prince Harry and Meghan. Listen, I love this too, and when it comes to this too, listen, it's a hill that I'm ready to die on. Because what you're not going to do is think you can spew nonsense, say these bad things, jump on the hate wagon, and think you can get away with it. Who the hell do you think you are? So we are going to unmask you, your filthy lies, your fake doctorate, name it. We got time because we don't play. And of course, most importantly, we're not going to let you play with the lives of these amazing vulnerable kids. We're not going to play with the beneficiaries, people who are supposed to be benefiting from this charity. You came in, you took this charity hostel. You are just let me just get into it. So you guys, why isn't Sophie Chandauka releasing this smoking gun text from Prince Harry? Oh, she had a lot to say. She made threats and accusations. First, it was bullying, harassment, racism, misogyny, and then people exposed her on social media. The Sussex Court is like, oh no, we're not having any of that. You claim this man was harassing you, was bullying you, yet last year, December, you were so happy, smiling, hugging him, happy. How are you so happy, excited, hugging, talking, just enjoy with someone you claim bullied you, harassed you, created a toxic work environment, is sexist? Make it make sense. So people exposed those lies. And then we uncovered that this woman has been spending $400,000, mind you, without the board's approval. Without the board's approval to pay consultants. To make matters worse, Ian Rawlinson, William's henchman, who has been paid, apparently was a consultant as well. That is raising eyebrows. I need to raise my eyebrows. Can you guys see me raising my eyebrows? Yeah? He was paid £24,000 and he is still owed 66,000. So that's a total to £90,000 for what? Mind you, this is someone who was just paid, who was just hired as a trustee a few days ago after all the trustees stepped down. Do you see what I'm saying? And then he came forward to say there was a toxic work environment. Harry was harassing her, was, the sexism, misogyny. And the trustees actually backed Harry, said, oh, no, we don't recall anything happening. They even said, oh, no, she's just playing the race card. Girl, we know what you're doing. We were there. We did not see any of that happen. So we are continuing to mask her lies. And now we are wondering, where is the smoking gun text from Prince Harry? Because you said he texted you an email that is not really friendly, that will crush and destroy him. It was unpleasant, all these things. So where is it? Because we've been waiting for it. Have you guys seen it? Do you guys know where it is? Because I don't. So that's a question. And now, since the fact that the letter is not there or the email is not there, that just can mean two things. Either one, he is lying, this email does not exist, or two, Prince Harry did not speak to her in that tone, that pleasant tone, a rude tone that she claims. But I'll probably say this letter does not exist, this email does not exist. From as far as I'm concerned, from the track record she has so far, no, I don't trust this woman one bit. So I think we've familiarized ourselves with Sophie Chandauka. I think now you have an idea of one or two of what's going on. everything. So there's been so much focus on the polo match in Florida 1 year ago and what Megan did, and how Chandauka was pissed that Megan came to her husband's polo match, and how dare Megan bring Serena Williams too. Well, apparently Prince Harry emailed Chandauka after the polo match and asked her to speak out and publicly dispute some of the ridiculous things the British tabloids were saying. And then Chandauka, guess what? Refused. Are you surprised? No. But she kept the email, and she's been telling everyone about how this email is her smoking gun. That Harry's words and tone were imperious and unpleasant, and that Harry should be very afraid that this email will come out. The fact that she hasn't released this email, let me tell you guys, the fact that she has not released this email, like I've said, it's either she's lying about it completely, or his tone was more open to interpretation than she wants to admit. In any case, sources are now shifting the story around for the Daily Mail. The so-called sources who kept saying there's an email, that when this email comes out, it's going to ruin Harry. Where is the email? That's what I want to know, and I bet that's what you guys want to know. So let's hear what this so-called sources, or the boards, like, it's Daily Mail, Daily Mail. What do you expect? What do you expect? So let me just read it and then I'll break it down with you guys. Prince Harry's unpleasant message to chair of his Centre Valley charity reinforced ideas that he is used to people being subservient to him. The Mail understands that the royal sent the extraordinary text message to Sophie Chandauka demanding to know how she was going to deal with the public debacle involving his wife Meghan, who was being accused of snubbing her at a fundraising polo match. Sources have described the message as basically very unpleasant, imperious and fairly extraordinary in tone, and asking her, how are you going to deal with this? It is understood the message would reinforce other people's ideas that he is used to people being subservient to him. The detail comes amid a catastrophic fallout between Harry and the trustees of Centre Valley, the charity he set up almost 20 years ago to help AIDS orphans in Lesotho, Southern Africa, and Miss Chandauka. They have resigned en masse, demanding her resignation and claiming that relationship between them has broken down beyond repair. Ms. Chandauka, who took up the position in 2023 after serving for several years as a trustee herself, was today forced to close her public social media accounts due to the vitriolic level of hate and trolling she was being subjected to by fans of Harry and Meghan. However, sources say, while unpleasant, she has no intention of stepping down and is determined to focus on what it is most important, delivering much-needed services to communities in Lesotho and Botswana. The audacity of this woman, guys. And I want you can take this with a grain of salt. I don't think there's an email. I don't think there's a letter, an email, whatever you want to call it. What do you guys really think? As far as we've been unmasking her lies, do you really think there's an email? And do you really think Harry spoke to her unpleasantly? And if he did, where is it? This is why I don't trust Sophie, because every accusation she's made, there's no backing evidence, backing proof that this happened. When she says she was bullied, she was harassed. When you ask her, okay, how were you bullied? How were you harassed? She cannot say anything. She does not know. I was bullied, I was harassed. But if you're bullied or if you're harassed, for example, when the incident that happened with Harry, when he talked about racism, they had an example. They said, before Archie was born, there were certain royal members who wanted to know what the skin tone, what the color of his skin tone was going to be. That is racism, right? So that was an example. So Sophie, you made so many allegations of bullying, harassment. You claim that the polo incident was, bullying or harassment. How is that? You were just politely asking, can you move to this side? Like, people were reaching into that when it wasn't even a big deal. So many people, and I'm glad if so many people on social media are saying, this is not harassment. This is not evidence for harassment. And clearly it's not. Not once has this woman come up with proof or evidence to back up, her ridiculous claims and accusations, and that's why I don't trust her one bit. And that's why I think a lot of people don't trust her, because if you're claiming you've been enduring all these things, where's the evidence? How do you say, and let me, this is something, riddle me this, right? If you are in a work environment that you're constantly abused, harassed, there's misogyny, there's sexism, there's misogyny, or whatever you want to call it, would you not want to get the hell away from that environment? Would you not want to stay somewhere else, or like quit or whatever? Because I've never met someone who wants to stay in a toxic environment. I mean, there are other, I don't know much. Let me just say, focusing on Sophie Chandauka, because this is a woman who keeps saying all these things, yet you took a charity that's not even yours to begin with. A lot of people resigned about you, and I hate people they're making this about Harry. You might think it's only Harry who resigned from the charity he founded. We have Prince Siso, who is the co-founder of the charity, and he also stepped down. That's something I cannot understand. Why are we only attacking Harry? Why are they only attacking Harry? There are trustees who stepped down. A lot of people stepped down. There's evidence. Trustees have come forward to say, hey, this woman is a dictator, dictatorial style when it comes to, governing this charity. And there have never been problems until you came. This charity was founded in 2006, guys. 2006. This is 2025, right? We've never had any issues. You've never had people come forward to complain or to say anything until this woman stepped in as chair. And now we're finding out, William's henchman was also there, and they've been working together on, you were paying him as a consultant. And then this is just, they wanted to sabotage. They wanted to ruin Harry's things. Harry, they know he's very passionate about this charity, and what can they do? They're trying to just ruin. His brother is going after everything he loves. He's going after Meghan. Clearly, his efforts have not been they've not bore any fruits. So now it's attacking things that Harry is passionate about. And this is why I'm even scared for the Invictus Games come 2027. By the way, they're taking place in Birmingham in the UK. I'm worried, I'm scared, because if he can do this and he does not have close access to Harry, imagine when he has access to Harry, how crazy he can get. If he can go to Jeremy Clarkson's shoes, a man who said vile things about his brother's wife, clearly this man is dangerous. And I know we can argue 2 years is a long time, anything can happen, but no, I don't see any, this drift being mended anytime. Any chance of a reconciliation with these two died the minute William went to Jeremy Clarkson's show. The minute he interfered with things Harry is passionate about, and that is St. Valley Charity Foundation. So where is this email? Because I also want to see it. People's fans on social media are asking her, where is this smoking gun email that you say Prince Harry spoke to you badly, and that people are going to see him in his true colors? Where is it? I want to know. And then they said the message will reinforce other people's ideas that he is used to people being subservient to him. I'd just like to point out that this was a huge part of the drama with Meghan. Digital communication. Funny that it's now changed into a text though. And I'm sure Harry was either pissed or confused by what Chandauka was doing. As I said, if the text or mail was really be smoking gun, she would have released it by now. Exactly. If this text, first it was an email and now the sources claim it's a text. If it existed, don't you think it should be out by now? She would have given it to the press, to the UK media a long time ago. So where is this smoking gun letter? I want to know. You're making a mountain out of a molehill, Sophie. And in due time, I'm glad the commission is investigating, and I'm praying that they do a fair job. They do, fairly, they conduct fairly, because it's the UK commission. Anything can happen again. But let's just hope that they will think about these kids, put the kids' interest first, and what this charity has been able to accomplish and bring out the truth. So that's it, guys. I wanted to give you guys that update. As always, don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm Iraj. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in my next video.